Hello tankers, time for another one with me. Here we are on Malinovka. I'm in my AT8 as a top tier tank destroyer. Looking at the enemy team, we can see that they've got a few KV-1Ss up at the top. Now the way that the AT8 is so immobile sort of means they know I'm going to be, well, they will expect I'm going to be camping in base. Looking further down the list, we've got fewer tier 6s. If you notice, they've got 6 tier 6s, we only have 4. We also have 3 tier 4s, but they have 4. Both have a tier 5 artillery. At these low tiers, this can turn into a bit of a camp fest on this map, as nobody feels the need to move out of base sometimes, but yeah, this one goes pretty well for me, considering I'm a heavily armoured but slow, very slow tank. With only 1 artillery, I decide to take up an aggressive position here inside the building, waiting for anything to be lit up. View range on these TDs isn't particularly good, so it's just about trying to find some cover and get some kills. Now I am spotted. You've heard and seen all the shots coming in at me so far. No penetrations though. Now they have rushed an M7 all the way down to the K3 square. He'll be getting side spots in on our heavies, which isn't ideal because they'll all be getting shot at from across the field, and we haven't sent many tanks up the hill. I'm repositioning to get a better line of fire across a broader part of the map. I still have the option to turn my tank and wiggle around a bit to get wider options for firing as well. I decide to reverse and see if I can see through that window, but my gun just isn't high enough. Okay, I haven't done a huge amount so far, but we're 2 tanks up. We have lost one of our tier 5 tanks though. This is what TD gameplay's like, folks. As I've said before, if you don't like hiding in a bush or behind some cover, waiting for targets of opportunity, don't play TDs. The potential is there for massive amounts of damage. The trick is to pick the right time to move, to advance with the rest of your team. That's where the secret is. This tank has very good penetration, being able to go in through an angled side of a KV-1S. An incredible rate of fire as well. Another KV-1S lights up, allowing me to get shots straight in on him as well. Track him. Doesn't look like he's carrying a repair kit. I know he's still there, so I fire a few more. Someone else has taken him out. It takes a second before the dead tank shows up, so it's always worth keeping an eye out for that notification on the right hand side of the page to see when a tank's been killed. That saves you using a shell that you didn't need to use. I decide to get a bit bold here. This is a very risky approach. It's quite common to see a T95 as a top tier to do this. I decide to give it a bash. Would really prefer to be doing it up one side, because then you know that the shots are going to be coming in from a certain direction. You noticed I deliberately did a little bit of angling there, just at the last second. I knew the KV-1S was just settling his sights down ready to shoot at me, so just a little change of position just after a couple of seconds can be enough to throw someone's sights off, or mean that they hit a part of the tank that they weren't intending on shooting at. So there is still a KV-1S camping here. This really isn't a good spot for a heavy tank to be in. We still have a Lux camping, which is someone's been pinging him because a scout tank hiding in a building in your base isn't what you want your light tanks to be doing. I spot the artillery. Get one shot on him, but he then moves. Take a shot on the move there, goes in. He turned away from me now. He knows he's in trouble now with tank destroyers facing him from two directions. I'm yet to take any damage, even though I'm being shot from behind and the sides. Again, another shot hits me from the side. The armour on this thing, if you're top tier, is so troll. Leading shot there. If you notice, I fired just before he reached my reticle. And again. I have now been tracked. I've used my repair kit. Been tracked again. I do have repair skills building up on this crew, so repairing doesn't actually take that long anymore. Oh, someone switched to HE. 70 damage I've taken. I'm not too worried about them shooting HE at me, so I decide to go back and try and defend base. T49 decides it might be a good idea to cap. I teach him the error of his ways. I'm still spotted, someone's still shooting at me from up on that hill. You can see the tiniest part of the AT2 there decide not to fire. He's going to drive forwards to try and get a spot in. He's pulled far forwards enough for me now to start shooting at his side. Another couple of hundred damage there. One TD left. He's camping somewhere because he's managed to reset the cap now. This was the last battle I fought in this tank as it happens. As I say there in the text, upgrading after this game. I did really enjoy this tank. I enjoyed the AT2 and the AT8. There we go. I saw that he was shooting at me from up there by using the damage indicator that shows you roughly the direction that the shots are coming in from. He's up there somewhere. I decide to try and line up where the damage is coming from. And there we go. Oh, set him on fire. Nice. Take some blind shots. I'll take another one and get him. Really enjoyed that game. Made an unusual decision to try and drive across the field, but let's have a look at how the results turned out. Straight away we can see that this was another ace tanker badge for us. We also picked up some other medals, being Sniper, Confederate and Steel Wall as well. 3,892 damage caused by direct fire, achieving for us over 2,000 experience and 60,000 credits. Looking at the rest of the team, did a pretty good job there. Now I took the time to do some sums here and realised that the rest of the team put together did 4,153 damage. I did 3,892 by myself. That is quite a turn up for this little tank that doesn't have great alpha damage. 35 shots fired, 30 hits, 28 penetrations. Managed to take 16 hits and only actually, managed to soak 8 of those up, with only 8 of them actually going into me. Load of potential damage received. Nearly 4,670 damage received. Yes, I still managed to survive. Great little game in this pretty powerful tank, as long as you're reacting to the situation well. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time.